Hey, what's up, everybody? Randy here, Nerds Templar, hanging out with the Pokemon card collection. This isn't the whole collection, but it sure seems like it is, doesn't it? This is, as I have in the description there, the biggest of our auction wins. The bulk lot of 3,000 plus is what it was labeled as. And we're going to go through that today. And also, we have 4 of these repackaged guys left. I might do 2 of those. I knew there was something I was missing. And so yeah, that's about it. And we'll probably just talk a little bit about some things for sale. There's also some cards in here. This was the like energy lot of energies I got from the last auction I had in here. I now added that to this because there's a lot of energies in here, so I just put those in there and used this for some of the cards that were in here. So technically all of this is what we're going to be looking at, this big thing, and then this ETB here. The only thing in here that was not in here is like some Sun and Moon base set energies. Basically, actually, like maybe half of one of these rows, I guess, is what it ended up being. I think this is the Sun and Moon. We'll just start with those real quick. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell to be notified if you want. Also check out the playlist. There's a lot of good stuff in there, I would say, from past collections. We have, I keep forgetting, I think it's 7 or maybe 8 lots of auction lots to go through. This is number 2 that we've done. We did the binder, which is, actually it's right here. There's one more binder that's smaller but still pretty good, and we will check that out. I think that was the very last lot, though, so that'll be the last thing we look at. I'm going to go through in order that I got them, but this, of course, is still all fully ordered like it was. You can't really see, I'm pretty zoomed in here, but yeah. If you remember, go back in the last stream if you want to see all of those cards and what they were. There's some nice ones, I would say. And again, all these are going to be for sale. A rare few of them, not necessarily rares, I might save. We'll see. Especially like the maybe some of the duplicate commons and uncommons from back in like black and white, I might be tempted to keep. But anyway, that's for a later date to decide. I'm keeping everything where it was in the lots for now until I can start, till we go through them, and then I can put them in different ones. Sorry, saw something cool on the TCG player homepage I needed to look at. Sorry, be getting distracted. So we'll have 5 more lots to go through. Like I said, this is the biggest one. Let's just get started with it. So energies over here. I think this is all the Sun and Moon base set. So most of these actually came from in here, but there were a few at least. But yeah, I sorted all this out. This was really, really random in here. So yeah. And I think, let's see, this was, oh yeah, I know, this was 120 as well. The first 2 lots I got were both $120. So this is maybe one, I think we did pretty well, I'm pretty sure, on the binder there. This one might be a little closer, we'll see, because I was a little surprised by how many energies there were in here. You know, if you're going to put like more than one of these rows full of worth of energies in a box like this, you should probably label it as such, or not do that and put those energies in like something like I got in the other auction, which was just a lot of energies in there. So yeah, so that's all. Like I said, base set Sun and Moon. These are still packaged ones. They're all different sorts from the 2 Sun and Moon and the 2 Sword and Shield. There's the second Sun and Moon, I believe, there. There again. There's the second Sword and Shield. First Sword and Shield, how we had some of those. There's one there. And then back here, I think, is the second sun and moon, just loose ones. Not too many of those, if you can see that just that little section there. And then I just have these in the back just to make it a little easier to get to the end there. So I'm having contact issues. This is the same, I think there might be some, oh no, okay, yeah. So these are all base set Sword and Shield energies then. I think because I used this, I did end up just putting this whole thing with energies. Energies there, more and more and more. So this was a little unfortunate that there's this many. And then the second Sword and Shields back there. But with how all the other lots went, I think it'll be okay. I'm surprised that this one was went for so much. Whenever it had so many energies in it, I'm surprised that people would bid so high on it, knowing that, because there was obviously you could go to the place beforehand and see the stuff for yourself. Of course, it wasn't all. I think this row was actually mostly all energies already, but it wasn't like it was as nicely ordered as I have it now. So it may not have been as easy to see all that. So we have a bunch of jumbo cards here, pretty much a bunch of duplicates, but there's 2 Rowlets, we got 2 Littons there, we got the, there we go, put them down here for you. 2 Poplios, is that how you pronounce that? Yeah, Poplios. A Dark Sylveon, which is the only one we got, pretty cool there. 2 of these Pikachu Vs, which we have one of from our own box. And 3 of these Lance's Charizards. I'm considering giving one of each, the Pikachu V and the Lance's Charizard V. Oh, 4 of those, 5 of those, and 7 of those. Sorry, I was way off. I have 7 of those. I was considering giving one of each, the Charizard and Pikachu Vs, to my nephews, just because I have a bunch of them now. And then 1 Blastoise VMAX, also really awesome. And then 2 more Rowlets, Littons, and Poplios at the bottom here. So 4 of each of those altogether. 4 of each of those, 7 of Lance's Charizards, 2 Pikachu Vs, 1 Dark Sylveon V, and 1 Blastoise VMAX. Pretty nice little set of those. And I can put them here for now, I suppose. So we'll have to recoup maybe some loss on some of the other lots, but I don't think there's going to be an issue doing that. My plan was to make back twice as much as what I paid. So if we don't quite get that much, that'll be fine, because we're still going to get quite a bit. But either way, there are some that are newer, but I think there's quite a bit of older cards here. Let's see how I ordered these now. These may go from, yeah, I guess they do go from oldest to newest. Yeah, they do. Okay, so this is actually all Sword and Shield in this row here. Just gonna grab some. We're just gonna fly through them. I don't know how else to really do it, but I do want to show you what we're dealing with here. I'm gonna slightly switch my angle, I guess, make it easier for me. Maybe I can be ambidextrous this way and this way as well. Maybe I don't have these all. These aren't in order other than by set. I just didn't put them in set order or number ordered within the sets. But these are all Sword and Shield. If you see anything that you need, then let me know. You can put lists if you'd like in the comments, and maybe get some bulk orders of your own in. So it's going to be a lot of commons and uncommons here. At some point, I think, yeah, we switched to Rebel Clash. Rebel Clash, is that the next one? It was after Lucky Egg. Yeah, it started with Sonia. Yeah, I'm not going to count, but I mean, honestly, you probably could if I'm going to go through literally every card like this. Well, other than the energies. Which is, it's close. Probably it was the majority. I guess those are a bit more full. And then we do have more, I think. I know we don't have very many energies in that ETB sitting there. I think that's all Scarlet Violet in there. There are Scarlet Violet energies in there, but there's not much. Yeah, no rares really. Maybe if there's a couple unhollow rares, perhaps. I think there's some reverse hollows eventually, but you know, if you need any commons and uncommons to finish your own burgeoning master sets of Sword and Shield stuff, then here you go. Again, this is the Rebel Clash stuff. I don't know how many more we're gonna have. But yeah, that was it there. So Spinnerack, the start of whatever comes next. I think it's. I always forget what it's called. Darkness Ablaze. Yeah, I think it is Darkness Ablaze actually. Yeah, we saw the Galar Mine from Rebel Clash. Let's grab a bunch out. Oh yeah, also be sure to note if you do see any like this while I go through a little more in detail and depth here soon, I'll be checking that out as well. If there's any stamped ones, but I think that would be it. Like there's no promos or anything because if there were, they're in a different spot. But yeah, I think we had a decent stack of most of the Sword and Shield. This is mostly early Sword and Shield stuff. Non-playable, I should say. Non-standard anymore. It was the stuff that just rotated out recently. Start going through a little faster, sorry. Trying to keep my eye on the series down at the bottom. I mean, it's decent, and there's so many duplicates. It's nice. I think it's going to gives us a really nice selection of stuff we didn't have before. So really, I could even fill out my own Sword and Shield sets quite well. That was the end of the Darkness Ablaze. This is the Champion's Path, perhaps. I think that's what the special set was after this, after Darkness Ablaze. I meant to bring up the thing here. I actually can real quick. My second screen. Ba-bam. Ba-bam. And down to Sword and Shield. Yeah, I was right so far. We had the base set, we had Rebel Clash, Darkness Ablaze, now we're on Champion's Path. Which I actually have none of myself. Honestly, I get so many sealed things that I don't really need to take any cards from this. But then again, I'm also gonna sell my own bulk stuff that I get. So it's all gonna be one eventually. And I'm just yeah, now we're on I think that was actually exactly the end of Champions. No, we did see a couple, the Nemonas, Opal, Winden Stadium. Those happen to be doubles of all of those. Carolus and the Stone Energy. Wow, I missed all these. Another Winden, Stone Energy, Beauty. Wait, really? Wow. Another Opal. Chatot. I think I have that. Maybe have that. Oh yeah, this is all Vivid Voltage here. Cogpus, Skiddo, Shuppet. Wow, most of these were. Rotom Phone was not. That was the last. Didn't have too many of the Champions Path then. But Woobat, Beldum. These are back to Vivid Voltage now, which I do have a decent bit of myself. Maybe I'd be more tempted to take some of these commons and uncommons that would help me fill out my set of Vivid Voltage because I have gotten the ETB already. I don't know how many other Vivid Voltage things I'm really going to get. Hope you can at least see if I can get this little, maybe a little dimmer will help you read what things say. I could also do this. You can see as I go. Oh, and then again, we flipped over to, there's the last of the Vivid Voltage there. Now we're in battle styles. I may have Shining Fates out of place, but now we're in battle styles with these guys. Yeah, nothing too crazy in this stream, and I think I'm going to be back Wednesday again, and we're going to not do anything new, but go through stuff that I've already gone through and plan on selling. Also, if you're curious, you may see something peeking out over the top left there if you're looking for something else other than these cards to look at. Yeah, and that was actually the very end just then of the battle styles. Now we're in Chilling Reign. And yeah, you might see this guy peeking out here. Perhaps you watched the last stream and you saw what that's about. It's my color test print Yu-Gi-Oh card that not only has like a broken just the border of the hollow thing down there, but it also has first edition there. And I haven't seen any of these on eBay with first edition. I saw very few that had that like broken foil thing like that. I saw some with the full foil. I saw a few with the broken one like that. I saw no cards at all that had first edition, so that was pretty awesome. I'm gonna post that. I don't know how much for yet. I was thinking about 300 though, maybe a little less. But if anyone's willing, if anyone wants it for 300, let me know. Sorry, still a glare there. And these are, yeah, Chilling Reign. So yeah, I'm pretty limited right now on how many cards I can sell on TCG Player, how many things I can sell on TCG Player. So I'm going to just have to post probably either expensive cards, more valuable cards, or things that, you know, if you, again, want some of these cards, if you comment and let me know which ones, then I can post those all, and then you can grab them all. And yeah, we switched over to Evolving Skies there right after Path to the Peak in Kakuna. The ever sought after Evolving Skies, but not these, because I'm sure because of perhaps I don't know, you would think if not many Evolving Skies are being opened, then all the cards should be a little more valuable because there's just not that many out yet, right? Out of the boxes. Packs, I guess, rather than boxes, but you get what I'm saying. The only problem is that now they're out of standard, so yeah, that really changes the values of everything. And also, perhaps, I don't know, maybe that's a reason to watch and see maybe how the Scarlet Violet goes if you're planning on investing at all in that, or rather whether it be like short-term or long-term investing in Scarlet Violet. Another question would be how much are they still in Evolving Skies here? Yeah. How many are they printing now that there's a popularity boost happening? Not just in the world of Pokemon TCG though, and Pokemon in general. but really it's a popularity boost in I'd say TCGs and other things as a whole. Maybe I'm wrong. Still evolving skies, of course, here. But again, I'm going to do this. So yeah, I don't know. I'd wait. Some sword and shield stuff I would probably, might be worth investing in. And there might be like, I don't know, 151 might be, I think, worth investing in. Perhaps. Because you got to think, not everybody right now is collecting cards. So I just got back into it. Other people are going to get back into it as they see others that are getting back into it. Oh yeah, okay, now we're into Fusion Strike. And we just got into those. Okay, Pyroar was that last Evolving Skies. Fusion Strike. And this is the last one that's out of standard now. I like that Croconaw. I also wouldn't mind selling some of this stuff at my local yard sale coming up. My goal was to make some packs. I'm not going to sell them at yard sale prices, but I would probably sell them like everybody kind of does, like do a 20 for, or do a 10 for $1 kind of thing. Let's see. Yeah, that was all Fusion Strike. Might have had a bit of those. Fusion Strike. If I could also go this way, that would work. And that's the end of the Fusion Strike. And now we're into actual playable stuff. Speaking of, I don't know if I showed the from out of this big box in the last stream. Boom! Actually, these two Yu-Gi-Oh cards were also in it. So I don't know. They could give me a couple bucks. They're pretty new though. Maybe they're good. Probably not though. They're just randomly strewn in this box. But these were the ones that I found also randomly strewn in the box, and they are good. That I needed in my deck, a Manaphy and a Hisuian Heavy Ball. Probably only one of each of those. I don't think I would use 2 Heavy Balls, but there probably is another one in here somewhere. Might see it here. As can't remember. It's either Astral Radiance or I think the one after that, which I can't see now because I've gone too far in. I should know. Astral Radiance is okay. Brilliant. Did I say Astral Radiance? I meant Brilliant Stars and then Astral Radiance. I think that's what they came in, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, right now we're in Brilliant Stars. Kind of wish they were in number order, but whatever. They will, perhaps by the Wednesday stream, they will be. So maybe if anyone watches this by then, and then you want to know, it's going to be also 7:30 in the morning probably. Unless I can think of a different time to do it, that'll be when it is. And maybe you'll know by then, you'll have some idea of some of these cards you may want. And now we're getting into Astral Radiance. Switch card, great card. Another switch card there, nice. I mean, those are a couple bucks in themselves, I think. These are all near mint, great condition. Yeah, still Astral Radiance. Pretty sure we had another heavy ball. A lot of duplicates, as I said. To be expected when you have this many, and really, it's not like they're all spaced out. Most of the lots kind of seem to focus on certain sets. Still Astral Radiance here. And again, all standard still for this year, for the rest of this year. It'll probably change again in, like, I don't know, March, April, May next year. It was all Astral Radiance. Quite a bit of these. Maybe the heavy ball was Lost Origin, but I don't think it was. I thought it was Astral Radiance. Which these are still. Yeah, I wouldn't have to continue to check if they were actually in order, obviously. But I don't really, I know if I keep seeing the same cards over and over again, Scyther, Bronzor, Hippopotas, Bergmite, Rufflet, all these are Bishop, Sharp, Quilliva, Rufflet, on your, yeah, all cards that we keep seeing. Again, is fine. Once I get them in order, it'll be really lovely. And then I'll probably start perhaps pulling some of these for myself. The ones in the binder I probably won't, because those are worth more. These I'd be more tempted to pull, and I don't know, maybe, because again, I'm gonna have, well, it doesn't matter, because I'll have more of most things probably anyway. Once I start opening my own ETBs from the rest of Sword and Shield, because I don't have too many, but I do have some. I don't have Astral Radiance or Brilliant Stars though. There's no, the Astral Radiance, actually, I think both of those are still, yeah, because Silver Tempest was the earliest one that's like sold out in a line from Silver Tempest onward through all this Scarlet Violet stuff. Still an Astral Radiance here. By far the most of these so far. Ooh, another switch card. So yeah, I'll probably get plenty of cards in the ETBs and other things, because those are, I'm sure there's plenty of stuff from these later sets that I'll like to collect, some tins and things like that eventually. Another switch card. Switch cards might pay for this whole thing. Not really. Ending in still Astral Radiance there. We really only have a few left. Astral Radiance, Pokemon Go, I think there might be a few of those in here. Lost Origin, Silver Tempest, Crown Zenith. But yeah, still Astral Radiance. Hopefully there are some Pokemon Go. It would be an easy way to know when we hit the next set, because that is what is next. And you know what? I'm gonna have to check again. I might actually have plans to do in the next stream to check out the next lot that I won, because I don't know if it was anything. It might have been a smaller one, which would work out for the next stream. And then the one after that is also kind of small, which will work out for my for the larger Friday evening stream. But that's actually for opening something large, not just for talking for a long time. This one's a smaller stream, which mostly just means I'm not opening a bunch of stuff, but I don't actually have much to open right now, unfortunately. I could always grab some of this stuff that I got, some of these unopened things I got for really cheap that I might want myself. And in fact, that's probably what we'll have to open next time in this coming Friday. We're still in Astral Radiance here. But I don't want to open too many things that way because I do want to sell them. All right, and that was finally the end of Astral Radiance. No Hisuian Heavy Balls. Maybe they are from Lost Origin. And I should have known, seeing a lore module there and coming up next in this pile, I should have known that we were getting close to the end. And I don't think there's too many. Oh, maybe there are. I think that's Pokemon Go. Alolan Eradicate, yeah. All right. So Spinarak, Squirtle. It's obvious where these come from. I don't think anyone really cares about these unless maybe you're a very new collector and you just want to grab singles and not get your own, sealed Pokemon Go stuff. Some of these might be, I don't know. Pokestop is a decent card. Don't think there's any others that are really used. There might be a Pokemon that's used. I think maybe a couple. I just can't remember which ones. Tail on Fire Charmander is not bad because you get to attach an energy to Charmander when you use it. So you'll have 2 energy immediately on Charmander and ready for a third the next time your turn comes up. So I think personally that's a pretty decent Charmander. For a Charizard EX deck, maybe it's overkill. I don't know. Overkill because of the Charizard EX ability to put a bunch of fire energy on things when it comes up. But that's the end of the Pokemon Go. Nothing too crazy there. Which means Lost Origin. Might not have too many of these because I already see the cards falling. I did see a Swirlix from, I'm pretty sure, Silver Tempest. Well, there they all go. At least we know it was on top. Oh, we're already in Silver Tempest. That was the end right there. That Bronzor was the end of Lost Origin, so not much from there. There's that Swirlix. Let's just grab out the rest of them. Why not? If you hear something like crunching and snapping, that's my dog doing her nails because she's weird. Yeah, so yeah, a bunch of Silver Tempest here. We do have some Crown Zenith. I'm considering taking some of those just because I have none. I have a few commons and uncommons, and I don't have any in the binder yet. So I'd actually kind of like to start that set up in my binder, so I finally have it. Then the current binder is actually a standard binder now, the big one. It has plenty of extra room, and I kind of don't like that. So I'm trying to consider. I need to get a big binder still for the standard, but not something quite that big. But I'm still not sure what should go in that binder. I'm pretty sure it's going to end up being Sword and Shield, maybe all of Sword and Shield, especially once Sword and Shield rotates out completely. Then it'll probably fit the full Sword and Shield set series nicely. I know some cards from here are used, but again, I don't think there's too many. I would honestly, well, memory skip Ralts. That's one that I use, and actually, and I think my Curlia is also Silver Tempest. Arkin and Archeops, I believe, as well. So there are some, but I would assume that slowly people are going to start trying to find other cards to replace as new sets come out. Another one coming out in the beginning of August. Of course, Twilight Masquerade literally just came out. But yeah, I think people are going to start rotating out all the rest of the Sword and Shield cards from decks to get ready for, obviously, for the next rotation, which will be just all Scarlet Violet. But then again, for the decks that focus on V and V Max still, don't have a choice but to continue to use Sword and Shield cards. All right, and we got to be getting close to the end of Silver Tempest here. Cool Raichu. As I say every time I see a Raichu, I guess. Another memory skip Ralts. Getting a Curlia wouldn't be bad either. Any cards worth over 10 cents are good, in my opinion. I'll take it. And still silver, another Ralts. Another Dragonair. Dragonairs are always cool. Several Littens, those ones. The Silver Tempest is that pack I had early on that had a bunch of messed up looking cards with the white speckles all over them. Okay, so not many Crown Zenith as we get to the end here, and we're still in Silver Tempest, but we do have a couple. There, Yanma's the first of them from Crown Zenith. Crown Zenith, Crown Zenith, whatever you like, whatever you prefer. And so, yeah, so that I didn't actually know that the Bidoof that's used is from Crown Zenith, so there's that at least. It's too bad you're going to need a replacement Bidoof soon. There's a rare candy, not bad. Yeah. All right. So there's those. Whew. Almost the whole thing though, gone through now. Just have to do this last line, which is completely different. Oh, also this box. Let's go to this box real quick here. It's just like I said, the Scarlet Violet, I believe, is all that's in here. I have it sort of separated up. Okay, it looks like I put the Scarlet Violet and the older stuff both in here because there weren't much of either. But here's the Scarlet Violet first. Have, like I said, just a few energies. I think they're, mostly water. Mostly water and psychic, I guess. There's a lot of those. Yeah, these are all going to be sold. Probably. I might keep one Luxurious Cape. I think there's more than one in here. Yeah, there's the other one. But everything else, I think, up for sale. I don't really need anything else now. Now that I have the Manaphy, the Heavy Ball, I think the Luxurious Cape would be nice. I kind of would like to have two. There's here's some reverse hollows. Purloin, Tandem Mouse, Pharaoh Seed, Octillery. These are from base set. Actually, Paradox Rift. Toad School, Wo-Chien, Hollow Lockix, and Ting Lu. That's an uncommon there. Espathra, Glissopods, Reverse Hollow Espathra, and another Glissopod. Reverse Hollow Flamigo, Reverse Hollow Blipbug, Mila, Ligar, Plusol. These may have been in order, but they aren't now if they were. Looks like they're mostly Paradox Rift, though. So quite usable, but not quite a G yet. I mean, I'm sorry, not a, I guess it would be H. There's H's out now, which would be, it's hard to tell just from here, but I think it starts with, on this page, I mean, that I'm looking at, I think H started with Temporal Forces. So that would be another thing to consider for very short-term investment. Temporal Forces Plus is going to be usable for a year longer than all the other Scarlet Violet. Not to give out all my secrets, but not like I have any. I'm kind of just winging it. So take it for what it's worth. Am I going the wrong way here? I don't remember which way I was headed in this pile. I think this is correct here. Yeah. And that is that. Larry to finish things off. Nope. Let's put the energies back on top again. All right, so that was the Scarlet Violet. I could probably fit it in here with the Sword Shield, but whatever. Here is a bunch of old stuff. Also in a random order. I don't know how much I ordered this at all, actually. So there's some stuff that was maybe in a different spot, and so I put it in these sleeves. But they're still in this, I'm pretty positive. No, this card actually I think came in. It was in one of the binders, but it was really random, so I threw it in here. But that seemed like a pretty cool one, E-card series from way back in the day. It's a Japanese, so I'm not sure what the set is, but cool ride on. There's this Fusion Strike energy. I'm not sure why I put that in a sleeve, but it's in one. Maybe it was in the energy thing, and it was in with all the other energies, and I decided to put it in there for some reason. These are all old cards in here, first editions. In fact, well, 3 of 5 of them. Coughing from that is Expedition. That's the first E-card series set, and then all Team Rocket cards. Mankey, first edition Oddish, Meowth, and Raticate. Radical. So there's those, and then these are much newer than those, but older than the other stuff. And again, I think they're pretty random, so take a look. Actually, these are that one's Sword and Shield. I think I just messed that up. Oh wait, that might have just been because it was also in with energies. It is an energy search, so maybe that's why. But yeah, these should start at, oh yeah, so what do you call it? The Cosmic Eclipse, Sun and Moon Cosmic Eclipse. And actually, I think most of them are Cosmic Eclipse, but not all. That is the Cosmic Eclipse stack. So kind of in order, at least that much. Also tempted to take some of these because Cosmic Eclipse, not as easy to come by. But then again, it's going to be hopefully a nice little boost where I lost on the energies. Although, you know, if anyone wants some Sun and Moon energies, I have a lot of those too. Either type. Don't have too many of the second type. but a lot of the first, which I assume was like the base set, right? Seems like they had a base set, and then probably somewhere in the middle of the set series came out with another one. I have some of these. I feel like I've seen a lot of these, but I don't think I've opened that many packs of them, to be honest. Huh, interesting. So I'll stick them back in as I go. Yeah, so we'll check out these, then that last row, and then we'll go through a couple of the repackaged things. I guess maybe check out what maybe some of those cards were worth. And then that's it. And then we'll maybe, as I sort these out between now and next stream, I will have them in number order. I'll be able to see what I got easier. We'll check out the values. I'll check out the values myself. And then maybe Wednesday be able to come back to you and give you some idea on what I'm selling. Again, all of these things are being sold, are going to be sold at some point somehow. Whenever I do the stuff at the yard sale, I'm going to use the cards I have the most of. I'm going to do my best to make them like all different, but I'm going to use the cards I have the most duplicates of. Makes sense, right? That's the end of Cosmic Eclipse there. That being said, then I should still have all of these things to sell online. And now this is, I think, just a conglomeration of other Sun and Moon cards. Hopefully the icon appears well enough for you to see it. Those are obviously XY evolution. Maybe there are some other XY in here. Sorry. Those are team up there. Yeah, I apologize though that the camera's not quite what it should be. But if you look at the name, you should, and then you see the art, you should at least that way be able to know what set it comes from if you can't see the icon and you don't actually already know. Set these down. So Sun and Moon been out of standard rotation for a bit. I think this is when you're going to see the prices start going toward where they're going to stay more stable. Now that be my assumption. I guess this is something that you could figure out easily by looking in the past, but I don't really care to do it. But my assumption would be that as things rotate out of standard, they lose their value until they eventually start creeping back upward to whatever point, again, like I said, they're going to then remain stable at. That being their like value to collectors or whatever, wherever it ends up. So that's that for those. Again, I think that was Sun and Moon there. Mostly except for that XY evolution stuff. And I'm sorry, no wait, maybe that was team up. That whenever I mentioned there was one that was team up, it was actually Unified Minds, not team up. I'm not as well versed in the Sun and Moon At least not at the moment. I had a little better idea maybe a couple weeks ago. Refresh myself on it. There's that. Okay, so this last row, there's 3 different types of things. We'll check out, let's check out the middle because that's, we'll actually know what it is. Oh, more energy, of course. Oh, these are all the old energies. That's right. Yeah, there were old energies as well, which are kind of cool, I guess. All different types, X, Y, and back. Honestly, I think it's like everything. Somewhere in here. I thought they were black and white in here, but maybe not. Maybe they're somewhere else. Oh, maybe I don't have too many of them. I don't know. But you can see the X, Y, and some old ones too. So again, I guess not much there. More to recoup there. A bit. But again, I could probably sell some of those and get a little bit back at least if people actually, I don't know how many energies people actually buy, but you want to buy them, they're there. Again, good condition old energies, which I assume are still usable. I think you can use energies as much as you want, as long as they're not like different or like the old school special darkness and metal energies, the first ones of those. But like once they became basic energies, then yeah. So in the back here, behind this tab here, we have a bunch of our, which is now basically bulk Japanese cards. I'm not going to go through all of them. Maybe at some point I'll have them somewhere that they're easier for me to go through. Maybe on Wednesday I'll go through them or something if people really want to know what kind of Japanese cards I have. There's a decent bit here. As you can see, I just pulled out maybe this is a little less than a third of them probably. And they're all mostly regulars, but I think there were some hollows in here too. I would sell them all as one bulk lot if someone really wanted to pay a nice price, but honestly, I probably will end up doing that. Either way, we'll see how much I can get for the whole bulk of them, bulk lot of them. Okay, and this was interesting. There are some hollows in here. We got a Haluka, cool reverse hollow Scyther. These are newer ones, as you can see. We have some more of these that are behind this card. There's actually the Growlithe and the Ralts there on top. But these are what was interesting. These are, I thought these were fake because if you look at them in the light, they are see-through and they seemed really weird and they did not have a rarity on them. Well, I then found out that they're all this S12A set, and S12A commons and uncommons don't have rarities for some reason, as I saw on Bulbapedia, which was weird. I also then noticed, or then read, I guess, that you can't use the see-through card test for Japanese Pokemon cards because they are thinner card stock than the basically all the other ones, the international cards. So you can see through official Japanese Pokemon cards. And I think that this was then a special type of holo they made for all the cards in this, which may have been like Crown Zenith or something. I don't know. And yeah, so that's what those are, I guess. And they're not fake, and they're actually I don't know, some like interesting holos. And what's even cooler is there's a Manaphy there and a Comfy, both cards that are used right now. Comfy in the Lost Zone decks, and Manaphy in literally every deck. But yeah, so there's that. I thought those were fake. They ended up not being, so that was nice. Because especially with all these energies, I need to recoup the losses, as I said. And having fake cards would have been really bad. Now, I thought some other cards were fake too. I thought all of these were fake because I was looking at them. And again, we're not going to go through all these. There may have also been some hollows in here, but I don't think there were. I think these were all regular. I'm going through these, all these, and these were all mixed up again. They were not as nicely ordered as they are now. But I'm going through and I'm like, man, these Japanese cards have regular card backs, like international card backs. And I'm like, oh, that's great. A bunch of fake cards. That's just wonderful. Until I thought to myself, wait, well, maybe there's some other type of Asian language cards that have this back. And lo and behold, the Japanese cards are the only ones that have a different card back. All other cards have this one, which is why I'm now calling it the international card back. So these, again, are also, as far as I can tell, real cards. They are Korean, though. So unless you plan, I guess I'm gonna have probably some trouble selling them unless you just like to collect Korean things or all Pokemon things, or you plan on going to some competitions in Korea. Then yeah, I might have some trouble unloading those, but I do have them if you want some Korean cards. Korean bulk is what it is. And what's even stranger is so they use the Japanese set things, as far as I can tell, but they use the international back still. So anyway, that I guess is all that's in here. Not amazing, but some decent cards from standard stuff that's playable still. A bunch of older Sword and Shield here, not bad. Some older energies that, I mean, I don't know, maybe will be decent. The Japanese cards, there might be some here that aren't bad. And so, yeah, that's that, I guess, for that. Also, I guess there are also a few older cards like these that might help out. But we'll see how close we can get to 120. I mean, 120 bucks, I think we can probably make it. There's a lot of cards there. There's a lot of cards there. It all comes down to the cost of shipping out all of them. But shipping singles, I think, is going to help us because that's cheaper than shipping out bigger things. Of course, it's easier to just send out an envelope with some cards in it for a startup guy like me than it is to do other stuff. So I think having all these is going to give us it's going to give us a good solid foundation for our future selling of all sorts of stuff. Of course, I do have other sealed products that I will be selling as well that are some of them are posted. I haven't actually checked if TCG players are ready for me to be part of their group yet or not. If they send an email about it, then I haven't gotten it yet. And when I go in to see here real quick before we open up these last things, I check out my seller portal. Yeah, my account's still under review, so I don't know what's taking so long there. But it's a little unfortunate. Hopefully it goes through. I don't know why it wouldn't. I'm a buyer, so I should be allowed to be a seller too, right? Anyway, that's that. Let's get this out of the way, move it to the back. And then let's just go through these real quick. You know what? I have 4 of these left. I was going to go through all of them, but this is already over an hour long. So you know what? Let's just go through. I don't really even want to do 2. Let's just do 1 because we're going to evaluate 2. So yeah, we'll just do 1. It's going to be Ting Lu EX. I don't think I have that from Paldea Evolved. And again, $2 resealed packs, or whatever you want to call them, reconstructed things. 21 cards, including the one in the front there. They usually come out to over $2. I think the last one was the first one we had that wasn't, and it probably got pretty close. But again, I think it is also going to come down to shipping prices. And let's see, I think this is obviously a newer one since it's Scarlet and Violet. So we should have a sticker here. Yes, we do. One of the most exciting parts, the sticker. And then also 5 hollow/reverse hollows in the back. All right, Tinglu, of course, and a Primeape. Nice, nice. Take the old school guy. Although I think all the stickers have been Gen 1 and 2, so not like super old. I mean, super. There's nothing that's very new. They're all old. Have something decent there, maybe. So yeah, the Tinglu EX, Poniard. A lot more bulk here for us, probably. Ooh, Honchkrow, Pidgeotto from Obsidian Flames. Not that it matters, although I do have a guy from the local card shop that's trying to make Charizard EX, and he's asking for basically all the cards. So if I can help him out with some Charmander, Charmeleon, Pidgeottos, then I might do that. So I think I have extras of all those. I definitely have another Pidgeotto now, though. And another Charmeleon. Heat Tackle, which is the one that damages itself. So that's Obsidian Flames. That's the one we just got in the Charizard EX on Friday. We opened that collection up. Porygon 2. Some decent cards, though, already in here. Nice. Pinsir. Doduo. And we haven't even hit the reverse hollow or hollow. I'll just call them the hollow cards. Seal. Simipour. Nice. Might not have that. Steenie. Rourke. Golbat. Octillery, and that might be the last. No, and also a coughing from Chilling Rain randomly. Everything else was Scarlet Violet. I see a lot of Paradox Rift. We had some Obsidian Flames. There was a Scarlet Violet 151 in there somewhere. Oh, that was the Doduo. But anyway, not bad, I guess, coughing. A Reversal Energy Reverse Hollow. That's, of course, Scarlet Violet. How de-evolved. Might be good. What is... If you have more prize cards remaining than your opponent, and if this card is attached to an evolution Pokemon that doesn't have a rule box, this card provides every type of energy, but provides only 3 energy at a time. Only. So, wow. Lots of energy at once. Schnabel. Barasius. Obsidian Flames. Count the cards in your hand, shuffle those cards into your deck. Then draw that many cards plus 1. That isn't a bad card. I don't know. I haven't seen anyone play that, I don't think, though. But that's a nice way to get cards to... It's a nice draw card that puts your cards in your deck rather than your discard pile, if that's where you want, if you don't want to discard your stuff. A Mawile and a Paldean Clodsire, which we have, but I thought it wasn't too bad of a price last time I looked. Not like anything great, but not horrible. So, okay, let's check that out. You know what? It's so easy to do this now that maybe we will do one more repackaged thing if I can get through these fast enough. Let's see. Tinglu was how de-evolved. So let's just start right with that. We don't have to go in any kind of order. Just try to get it done as fast as we can. How to evolve. Sorry about the trucks and their Jake brakes constantly. You'd think I live on a big, busy highway or something. I don't. Oh, we want cards. All right, and Tinglu should be at least halfway, right? It is an EX. Not that it's going to be amazing. Especially, again, when we're dealing with Scarlet Violet. If it's not something that's being used, then it's not going to be something that's very good. And that's, again with the Scarlet Violet investing, that's, again, going to be the thing is how many Scarlet Violet cards are being produced. So it's really going to drive the price down. Seems like they're just doing more and more as they go. I don't know why, but that's what they're doing. On a similar note, the reason I was slightly late is because I got caught up in doing stuff for my own card game, which I call a TCG, but I call it a tactical card game, although it would also be a trading card game of sorts. There's Tinglu, 41 cents, not completely terrible. Near Mint Hollow, 50 cents. That's for, of course, the TCG Direct. So we're looking at about 30, 37 maybe. That's not bad. 35, we'll say 35 because there's two that are at 30. That's all. The rest are over that, nearing 40 cents, which again was about the average there, market price, not the average, but the market price. So okay, cool. Okay, and the reversal energy was the only. Oh, there it is, the only one from Paldea Evolved we had. And okay, again, not too bad. Third, well, what? Come on with the 1 cent. Are you kidding me? How even? I would go look at his shop right now and buy $5 worth of cards if he's selling a bunch for 1 cent. Make him deal with the shipping. Shipping all those cards out somehow. Wow, that's nuts. Someone else could probably do this before I do if you're watching, but I mean, he's got 100%. He's got 197 cards, but he might have several listings in different ones. Oh, what in the world? No, that's weird. Why would that be 1 cent for that card? And you look and there's a Luxray rare. Looking at something that's not as common for 15 cents. Market price is 4. That might be a reverse hollow. 8 cents for the Nicked, market price 3. That might be reverse hollow. Yeah. Well, those are normal-ish prices at least, not 1 cent. Weird. Like it's not near mint or something. I guess 25 is probably it. Yeah. Well, we're over 50 cents with 2 cards, I guess. I think, yeah, we had a lot of Paradox Rift, but I don't know if there are any that would be worth looking at. Seal and Doduo from 151 and the Pincer. Yeah, I mean, I guess we can do this. I don't know how much Rourke's worth, but we can check that out. Rourke is worth nothing, 7 cents. I mean, that's not too bad. Reverse hollow. Meh. Kid's going to keep showing us that now. Yeah, I'm not going to get much says 7, it's probably going to be a bunch of people selling for 1, 2, 3. And then let's just reset and go for Obsidian Flames finally, which is what our other 4 reverse hollows were, and also there it is. The Charmeleon and Pidgeotto. Nice. Just happened to slide perfectly there. So we got Clodsire, Mawile, Brassius, and Snubble. And probably nothing great there either. But if they can be good enough to just get us a couple cents closer to $2, but this one's not looking great. I was hoping that energy would be a little better than that. I don't see, I mean, there's nothing amazing about this Pidgeotto or the Charmeleon other than what they evolve into. There's so many other variations that are playable. I don't know. And will be for the same amount of time. I don't know if there's any from Temporal Forces or later that are good or not. Might be worth looking up again because they're going to be playable for an extra year. Not that it matters, because Charizard EX will be rotated out by then. In that last year of Temporal Forces, that'll be a totally different meta in 3 years from now. Or I guess I could say 2 years from now, two more rotations from now. Once the last Sword and Shield rotates out, and then once the first stuff from Scarlet Violet rotates out. I don't think we passed anything yet. It's always good. Yep. Owl. Probably one of my least favorite dog Pokemon. Bramble's not bad, I guess. Ooh, a reverse hollow is, though. Yeah. It's too bad. 1 down. I don't think we passed them all a while, but it is possible. There's a Pidgey already. Ugh. That Pidgey's no good. It just has Gust. Want something with like Call for Family. I guess you don't really need Call for Family, because you only need 1 Pidgey. Pidgeot EX, that is. Right? You only use 1 of those, pretty sure. And there is Charmeleon. Whoa, that's the reverse hollow, yeah. It was over 10 cents at one point. Maybe 7, probably 7. Yeah. I mean, it helps. Helps as much as the reverse hollow, more than the reverse hollow Snubble. And that is not the Paldean Clodside. This one is, though. Oh, and there's Brassius as well. Boo. Yeah, maybe we did pass them all while already. 22 cents there for the reverse hollow. That's pretty good. And that's about right. 2021. And here too, maybe A little less than that. Probably over $1, but that's going to be about it. I don't think we're going to break $1.50. So, well, that's just too bad. I guess we're still looking for, there's Charmander, still looking for Pidgeotto. I don't think we passed him, but we really should have. Mawile we did. Okay, yeah, we passed both of them. I'm going to say. I'm calling it. Like I said, that Pidgeotto doesn't, there's nothing special about it to make it really that great other than the fact that it evolves into Pidgeot EX. But rare candies are also used. Although when I looked at the deck, I think they had a bunch of rare candies and a bunch of TM evolutions, which seems like overkill. Seems like way too much. I would do like 2 of each or something. I prefer, in my deck, I might have 1 rare candy, but I have 2 TM evolutions because I prefer to, well, obviously for me, I want, in the Gardevoir EX deck, I want Gardevoir EX out, but I only need that to happen once I'm ready, you know, mid-game. What I really need first is the Curlias out to set up for that. And in that case, the TM evolution is fantastic because you buddy Poffin, put 2 Ralts down on the bench, and then use TM evolution on whatever you got in the active spot. You know, you put it there, use the ability, use the attack, whatever you call it, because that's what the TMs are. And then evolve both those Ralts into Curlias. Maybe do it again the next turn if you're lucky. But at that point, you may not even need the second TM evolution. Might already have another Curly to play on a Ralts that you might get from a buddy Poffin. And then yeah, you got 3 Curly out at least, and you can fill your bench up with other stuff using the Poffin, like a Manaphy or the Drifloon that'll need to be down eventually, or if you need to get out a Mimikyu, depending on what out. I always like having either Klefki or Screamtail out first to start stalling with any Pokemon that have abilities on the side of my opponent. And then once the game ramps up a bit and I have to worry about EX, then that's when it's nice to have Mimikyu out to be able to block a little further as your Curlias are doing their thing, and Greninja, Radiant Greninja, perhaps helping you discard all your energy, get through your deck, get out what you need. Really, the whole thing you're doing the entire time is trying to draw and discard energies as fast as possible. And once you do that, then you can put the Drifloon down, get Gardevoir EX evolve into that, and then use your ability. You also at some point need to quickly. It's easy enough to grab out with an Arbin or something to get your Luxurious Cape, or even just a Bravery Charm if that'll work for you, to attach to the Drifloon, or I said Screamtail earlier. I meant Fluttermane for early in the game to block, Screamtails for later to do damage, perhaps to the bench if you want to do that. Same as the Drifloon does when it has damage counters on it, it does more damage, and you put damage counters on by using Gardevoir EX's ability. Yes, works pretty well. It shouldn't really, in theory, be very easy to stop. There's the Pidgeotto. Okay. The way you stop it is by, I guess, maybe being fast enough to, and having ways around the blockers, and also if the person playing Gardevoir EX just can't draw any cards ever, that is also a problem. Yeah, not good on the Pidgeotto. Again, maybe 5 cents. I still, where is, did we pass Mawile up again? Let me just type it in. This is the last one. And it is that one. Hollow foil. That's not too bad. nearing 10 cents. Maybe 5. Never mind. So yeah, I guess if we're lucky, about $1.50 with all the cards put together, you know, this whole stack included. I don't think there was anything else really worth looking up though, but whatever, it'll be 5 cents a card or something. Who knows? I'm not probably going to sell anything for 1 cent. I would prefer not even selling anything for 5 cents. My hope was to have probably like a 7 cent minimum per card. You know, it's just how it goes. You got to do what you got to do. But we'll see. Maybe I'll have some. There might be some that are less than that. You know what? It's almost an hour and a half now. I guess I'll just call it here. We'll check out, and then now we'll have 3 still repackaged guys here for in the future. And hopefully by next stream, not Wednesday. Wednesday, we're just going to hang out and look through stuff I've already looked at. Check out some, mostly be checking out values and seeing what I might want to post on TCG Player if they ever let me sell on here. Still waiting. I think I'm pretty sure I sent them an email asking if they need anything from me and like if there's something holding it up. I don't think they got back to me. But anyway, yeah, so that'll be Wednesday. Friday we'll actually have something to open. I think I decided on that one of those Pokemon Go tins. Unfortunately, it's not going to be something amazing, but it is whatever, something. We'll see though what it actually is going to be. By then, I'll also be able to unbox my Twilight Masquerade. I won't be opening it up, but I'll be unboxing it from the shipping thing just to show you that I have it, I guess. The Twilight Masquerade ETB. And yeah. I don't know. I need to get some other stuff still. I need to start selling stuff though. So it's, you know, I spent way too much on stuff that I want to sell and not enough. I guess I didn't keep back enough that I would like to buy stuff for myself. So yeah, the Shrouded Fable pre-release stuff is out again. It probably isn't going to go out of stock until the pre-release ends. Usually things don't, but this is going to be a special collection again here, a special series that is not one of the main series expansions, but a special expansion. You can see there you get, as they always do now in the ETBs, which I guess is kind of nice. They give you these cool full art promos. Here they are. Not bad. But yeah, what I was going to check out real quick is Twilight Masquerade. Oh my goodness, it's still in stock. That's kind of surprising. It's been a couple weeks now, and the second batch of ETBs is still in stock. It just blows my mind because of how fast all the other ones went out of stock, and I now have to, whoever wants to get more of them, or wants to get them now, has to pay more because of this, because they're just all out. Luckily, if you still want some of these older ones, they're still in. We don't have Darkness Ablaze yet, but that's always a possibility. It's only $40 anyway. I'll get it eventually. I do want to collect all of them. I'm just hoping that it stays. I think it's still pretty cheap though on TCG Player, so no reason to rush to get that. Same with the battle styles, both of the battle styles. Same with the Shining Fates, although that might be, if I was going to get something old, that might actually be the next one, even though I don't really care. If you get good Shining Fates cards, then it's worth it. If you don't, then it's not at all, because there's just so much. The cards that you get the most of are just, there's not many of them, but you just usually end up getting those cards, the commons and uncommons that aren't shinies. They're just such junk that it's hard. It's hard. It makes it hard to justify getting one of those right now. I see them for sale all over the place. I think there's quite a lot of these available. So even though they're so old. The Vivid Voltage just recently went out of stock a month or probably a couple months ago at this point. It's been a bit. Right around the time I got mine. I think I got mine right after it went out. These have been out, both Chilling Reigns, both Evolving Skies, obviously. All the special expansions seem to sell out quick, so Celebrations is done. However, Pokemon Go doesn't seem anyone really cares about Pokemon Go, so those are still available. Crown Zenith is gone, of course, if you want to count. I don't know if you count that as being gone because of being a special expansion or being gone because it is Silver Tempest Plus, and everything, like I said, is gone, except for some reason Twilight Masquerade is still available. I can't imagine that'll be the case for long, and unless you want to pay 65 to 70 or more dollars for it on TCG Player, I would get it while you can. Honestly, not even a bad thing to get an extra of, perhaps. But that's something you'd probably want to sell relatively quickly. Wait till it goes out of stock. Wait till it goes up $10, $20 on TCG Player. Sell it there for a few extra bucks or something. If you want to go through the hassle, I guess that would be the thing. I don't know if you can. I have to figure out more about shipping costs before I know what it's worth to buy stuff at to flip it. But anyway, we have the Fusion Strike we've done. We have also done Lost Origin, so we have that out of the way. I think those were the ones I was most concerned about because, well, I think those were the most expensive on TCG Player. They're already like 60 or so. So much more, even though you can get them here, they're much more on there. This is about the same price or maybe even less on TCG Player for Pokemon Go. These are all Pokemon Center exclusives, started with the Chilling Reign here, which might also be a reason you might want to focus on this upper stuff first, because again, Pokemon Center exclusive, harder to get. These, there's more of them because there's only one type, same with the Battle Styles ones, same with Vivid Voltage even, and all these down here. But you get up here, then it's like, yeah, you can get these really cheap, the non-Pokemon Center exclusive, everything's like super cheap, $30 to $40. Probably more like $35 to $40, but these are not. These are actually, all but these, I should say. The Astral Radiance and the Brilliant Stars are about the same right now for the Pokemon Center exclusives on TCG Player as they are on here, which is why I haven't gotten them yet. They are kind of worth getting soon because, again, those are only going to be standard for a little longer, and that's probably a better time to get them now while they're still standard than later. And then hopefully soon I can work my way through all these Scarlet and Violet ones. They went a little nuts so far with Scarlet Violet, I would say. Because here you see the price. The price is 50, 65 because it's a special Pokemon Go, 50, 50, 65 because it's a special. Now though for the normal ones, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60 for even for just for the Paldean Fates, so that stayed 60. 60 for both the Temporal Forces, 60 still for these. So we're now up to 60 for the Pokemon Center ETBs. Some of these are only like 65. Maybe even if you buy these together, you're getting them for 60. So, you know, that's still okay, I guess. That's not bad, yeah. So I might end up getting those ones first, perhaps. I don't know. Maybe it's worth getting the ones that are getting more expensive first. Silver Tempest, I think maybe Paldea Evolved or Lost Origin. One of these I think was getting more expensive. One of these Temporal Forces I think is more than the other, or maybe it's one of the Paradox Rift is more. One of these four I should say is worth more. I think it's, I want to say it's this one, and it's probably because of the cards. And no, it's either this or Roaring Moon. It could be this one. I use that Fluttermane. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. I would just like it because I use it, but one of these I believe is because of the cards. Wait, do they not have? Do these ones not have extras? Oh, well, huh. Yeah. It says an ancient Pokemon. They mean the one that's on the front of the ETB you're buying. So Roaring Moon in that case, and Iron Valiant in this case. I don't know why they aren't showing them though. That's weird. All right, that's it though, guys. That'll do. I'll see you Wednesday. I might even see you tomorrow if I can get myself to do the next Pokemon Scarlet version stream. Which, I mean, a lot of people were viewing the videos, so Maybe I should. If you guys want to see that, let me know. I'll be more incentivized. But for now, that's it. I'm Randy, and this is Nerds Templar. That's a lot of pretty ugly looking clothing. I'll catch you, and oh, cool. Sunset beach balls, pokeballs. All right. Peace out, guys.